Hi, welcome to this video I wanted to make about basic generation with Illustrious, which happens to be an Excel, a model. Alright, so we're gonna cover the basic workflow of an image generation. This can apply to almost any model or Excel model to be more precise. And I'm gonna show you the workflow with some notes so you can refer to it and see what each part does. All right. So let's start with the load checkpoint. This actually loads the diffusion model. You can, well, for you guys, you can check these tooltips for reference. But what it does, it loads the checkpoint node. And the outputs the model, the actual diffusion model, the clip. This is the text understanding component, and the BAE, the image encoder, decoder. You can download the models, and if you're using Comfy UI, paste them in models checkpoints. That's where they live. So we're gonna be using Illustrious Excel version 1, and after that, sorry, we're gonna send the clip, the text understanding component. We're gonna set it to less layer -2. Clip has multiple layers, 12 for most model. So basically what you need to know is that Excel models, it's a common use case to set it -2. You can set it -1 and there won't be any problem actually, but it's just a common practice. We're gonna send the text understanding component, the clip. We're gonna send it to a positive prompt and a negative prompt. These nodes get fed the clip, and you can change the color by clicking here and choosing the color you want. For reference, I paint it green and red so you guys can see which one goes where. It goes into the positive of the case sampler and the negative of the case sampler. The positive prompt is what you want to generate, and this is a recommended structure for you guys, so you can refer to it later. It's a subject, key features, expression, pose, clothing details, background, lighting, and art style. And you're gonna use these quality tags so you get a better result after that. You can avoid them if you want to get something not amazing, but it's common practice. So we have that. In the prom, we have one girl, blue eyes, long blonde hair, smiles, cool uniform, classroom, soft lighting, masterpiece, best quality. You can check out that I didn't use all of them. And something you guys might want to know, it doesn't affect a lot, but the order does matter, but not much, not much really. And especially if it's a small prompt like this. But if you get a very complex prompt, the order does matter, and the last things in the prompt might get overlooked. So we got the negative prompt, what you don't want to see: low res, bad anatomy, bad hands. And this doesn't make wonders, so the hands are gonna be bad probably if you feed it a complex prompt or a complex hand positioning, but it doesn't hurt. Something you guys might want to know about prompting is you can tell the model to focus on something specifically. So for example, if you want to say it's important that the girl has blue eyes, you can click Control and the upper arrow, and you can give it a stronger weight like this. Control and upper arrow. So it automatically gives it a higher strength. So you might want to do that. Maybe if the classroom is not important, but you still want it to be there, you can use the lower arrow to lower the strength of this tag. Illustrious uses Danbury tags, so that's why it's comma separated, and that's how you structure the prompt. Okay. So after that we have the main component of the image generation, that is the case sampler. I left this big note over here, but if you want to read it, I'm gonna leave it here for a moment, but let's check it out. Right now I have a seed. This seed is for reproducibility. You can get this seed, and if you use it again, you're gonna get the same result, provided you didn't change the stuff at the other steps. So I have it at fixed number of steps. The recommended is between 25 and 30. The more steps, the better quality. But it's not gonna mean that if you set as 100 steps, it's gonna get the most amazing image you ever seen. The gains are go lower and lower the more steps you give it. So you might want to stick with 25, 30 steps, or maybe more if you need something more professional, but probably you're gonna need other tools. The CFG, this one tells the prompt how much you want it to adhere. So it's a prompt adherence. So if you give it a CFG of 3, the model is gonna get free, it's gonna be more creative. But if you give it a CFG of 6, it's gonna adhere more to the prompt that you gave it. And you might want to say, well, I want it to be super specific about the prompt, but the higher the CFG, the lower the quality. So you gotta find the middle ground. In this case, we're gonna leave it at 6. I think it's okay. We have the samplers. There's a list of samplers, huge sampling list. I might do a bit about samplers later, but we're gonna go with Euler Ancestral because it's fast. We're gonna use the scheduler, so it controls the most used scheduler is Caras, simple and normal. I'm gonna use normal in this case, and the noise. The noise right now I have it set to 0.5. In this case, it's gonna give me an unfinished image. I just wanted to show you that how it looks. And before we switch to the bike, we're gonna start running the prompt. I've never seen the result of this, but let's check it out together. So the variational autoencoder, it basically encodes and decodes the image, but it makes it small from 124 by 124 to 128 Latin image, and then you decode it. In this case, you decode the image, so you get it back to the 124 by 124 image size. So we're gonna finish this video by checking out the result of whatever I'm doing. But I got the noise at 0.5, so let's check it out to 1 and see how it finishes. You can see it's trying to denoise the image, but it's halfway there, so it just gives you a little bit of image. So let's wait for it to finish, and that will be it. I wanted to make this video so you guys can have it as a reference. I'm gonna publish the workflow in Siri AI, and check out the description in the video if you want to see a guide of Illustrious and other resources. Okay, and well, thank you for passing by and watching the video. Let's see what it gives us. Obviously, the steps, the more you give it, the more it's gonna take time to finish the image. And that's the result with IllustriousX Basic. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.